Okay, so this is us just arriving into Gibraltar just before 7 a.m. and you can see the rock peeking out from those clouds there. Good morning, hello friends. You can just about see here it says welcome to Gibraltar, and that is where we are today. It is 7:44 right now. I started work at 6:30, got my first hour in, I've done all my emails and I am ready to get off the ship. So I'm ahead of the game. I've spoken to my boss who agreed everything that I can get off early and do this tour, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to be a tour escort, something I've not done for quite a while, and I'm going on a little adventure. So it's called Trek the Rock, and of course it's the Rock of Gibraltar, and I'm going to see some sights and hopefully get my steps in. So this is a different kind of walk ashore today, and I'm happy to take you guys with me. Let's go and see those sights. See you on the flip side. Okay then, sunscreen is on and my little bag is packed. I'm ready, taking my little curly bits with me. Can't do much about that at this point. I am what I am, and I'm going up the rock. So yeah, I have my bag and I've got my sunscreen in there as well, because factor 50 on this face with the big glasses. We're trying to protect these wrinkles as we trek the rock. See you on the flip side. Okay friends, moon is still out. There she is, home sweet home. And this is the port of Gibraltar, as defined by the rock. We can see her now, so the clouds have shifted, so I'm optimistic for a great hike. You can see the sun peeking out. Oh, hello friends, I've got trouble with me. Tour guide and minibus driver. I think we're ready.
Okay, so guys, as we're leaving the cruise terminal northwest side of Gibraltar, a couple of introductions for you this morning. Apart from you guys, I'll explain to the point later why you guys are so important. Who is the most important person on this cruise? Nick, can you take me back, please? I knew I should have gone the other coast. No, you know, no one said do this morning at all, not even you. I'm off. I'm joking instead. No, you're absolutely right. We have got not only, I always get in trouble for saying this, so I have to mess it, one of the best. One of the best drivers in Gibraltar. Not only that, but also the licensed guide in Gibraltar. Anything this man tells you, he's totally true. So as I say today, we have got our hike up the rock of Gibraltar. I want to make sure I can bring the rest of the road, otherwise they might have decided to chuck me off the rock. We'll never run about the rock of Gibraltar. Come on, there's a Morrison. Come on. This is city walls of Gibraltar. City walls themselves date all the way back to the times of the Moors, all the way through the Spanish and the British. Little treat for you guys this morning. They're going to know nothing about this morning in front. Nick and I did this especially for you guys this morning, alright? Yeah, Nick is a far better artist, aren't you, Nick? So he did the ships for you, I did the sea. The issue I've got today, guys, you got me back on board that ship for Boston. I normally get you to stop Guys, what it depicts the Battle of Trafalgar from 1805 with Abraham Hudson heading ashore Gibraltar. We went back to the UK in a barrel of brandy. Absolutely. Well, I hope you've had some sun on your trip, by the way, guys. You've had some sun on your trip. I can see some of you got the sun. Okay.
And we're off. I'm bringing it up the rear. I just asked the guide if I should stay at the back, make sure we don't lose anybody, and here goes. Okay friends, we've already had the best advice ever. Take the restroom right now, because we're just about to start the walk, and yeah, it's going to be fun. 2.5 hours till we see the next bathroom, and at least the sun isn't burning down, so hopefully the clouds will be shifted for when we get to the top, and we'll see you there. See you on the flip side.
You hit the top of the rock, don't you guys? That's what you guys are going to do today. Now, so just a few safety briefings for you before we head away. I normally look at everybody's lovely faces on all my tours. I'm not. What am I doing? I'm looking at all your footwear. Because you will not believe this, but I'm going to tell you something. A few years ago, one of my colleagues that used to do this on a regular basis, he went out on a tour and a lady turned up in stiletto pants. Notice we start to trek across from the southwest to the south, around to the southeast, and then all the way around to the east side of the Rock of Gibraltar. Guys, just ignore this, don't look at that. No one saw that, did they? No one looked at that bit. So you'll note, see, I'm highlighting these things already to you. You'll notice it does start to go up. Now, I lovingly call this the zigzag. I mean, it's not very technical, is it? The zigzag that you can see going up, this goes back to the times of the men coming from the Mediterranean Sea, trying to get into Gibraltar from the south side. So they also use the zigzag set of steps, which makes up mid steps today, as a link to artillery placements further down, which you guys will see some of what's left of those artillery placements as we start our trek around about halfway up today. Now, I will say this to all of you, we're going up the rock, aren't we? We're going up the rock? Yeah. No, we're not. No. We're going to go down to go back up again. I say this because I got in trouble a few months ago because someone said to me, we thought we were supposed to be going up the rock, John, we're dropping down. So guys, I promise I've not gone the wrong way this morning. We are going to go down slightly to start our ascent up the Rock of Gibraltar. Got a couple of surprises up my sleeve for you today. Again, fingers crossed weather-wise for the second one, you're going to get the views that I hope you're going to get. First one, doesn't matter what weather conditions, you're just going to see the first surprise I've got up my sleeve. And that will be our first real stop where I'll tell you a little about the history of Gibraltar going back to the times of Nathaniel Man up to the times of Romans, up until the times of the Moors. Today should be probably around about probably an hour and a half for the trek part of the rock today, depending on timings today. From that, we're going to hit the top of the rock. We're going to walk all the way across the west side, all the way through to the cable car. We will be having a stop at the Skywalk. Skywalk! I love you guys, you can come back. Skywalk is actually a viewing platform, but Skywalk is one of the latest attractions in Gibraltar, opened in 2018. Any of you Star Wars fans? Any of you Star Wars fans? Yeah. I don't believe any of you. Mark Hamill. It gets worse, I'm sorry guys, it gets far worse than this. You can, if you want to go back, Luke's waiting for you. Mark Hamill, who played Luke Skywalker, actually opened the Skywalk with 2 stormtroopers in April 2018. I told you you're going to get useless facts. Alert, I'm going to tell you all of you today. I'm going to try and keep the dad's jokes to a limit today, alright? There's 30 of you might all decide to chuck me off the rock when we get to the top. That's the Skywalk. From the Skywalk, we're going to head to the cable car. From the cable car, again, I'm hopefully going to be able to give you a chance to have some views from the cable car before we head back down. All the work we're doing today, guys, will be done and dusted within 6 minutes. We'll be heading back down in the cable car. So all the work we're doing this morning, 6 minutes is all done and dusted. From the cable car, we're going to head back down to base level, Alameda Gardens. From Alameda Gardens, fingers crossed there's 2 coaches waiting for you, otherwise we've got to run back to the ship. As I say, today approximately be about 3.5 hours. It might overrun a little bit, but we'll see how we get on. Are you all okay with that, guys? Yeah. I hope some of you have brought water with you today. Most important is anyone brought gin. I'll explain the significance of gin a little bit later about Gibraltar as well. So any questions before we start our trek this morning, guys?
Where are the monkeys?
We call this, guys, we call them furry things until we get to the top of the rock. What I do not want to see today is any of those furry things on our trek up this morning. The reason is, a lot of these are steps. Some of the steps are quite tall, so if you're shorter than me, good morning most of you this morning. It's taller than me, that's probably standing on a ridge. Some of the steps are quite high, so just be aware of that as we start our tour. Biggest problem with the furry things and us, they hate being in confined spaces. So if they're on the steps, it will be a case we'll have to give way to them. and make sure that they're happy to go wherever they want to go. So as I say, we'll call them fairy things until we get to the top of the rock. Fingers crossed we don't see them. You may get to see them where I saw them yesterday morning, down towards where the lighthouse is. They'll be slightly...
Okay friends, I am at the back of the group and we're literally just starting now. I'm going to hit outdoor walk on my watch and let's see what happens. Okay, we're literally like 5 minutes in and them views though. So that's where we came from and the sea and the ship is that way somewhere. Up we go.
Across to only 9 miles. Today the walk will be 900 miles, 9 miles directly past the Straits of Gibraltar across to Morocco. Where's the city?
Can't see Africa today.
The massive waterfall that link the Straits of Gibraltar through to the Mediterranean Sea from the Atlantic. At one point, going back a few million years, the Mediterranean Sea had completely...
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry there's cloud, but that also looks amazing.
Not those fairy things, by the way. I'm hoping that you may get to see one of the barbary partridges. Now you'll only find those in Gibraltar. They're about as big as a maple with Come in, why don't you come in? So you tell people on the ship what you've seen today. Make them jealous, alright? Make them jealous. So, you'll notice where we are at the moment. Yes, there's a lot of cobwebs, a lot of spider webs. Anyone who doesn't like spiders? I'm not talking about spiders either today, but there is a spider you'll find on this side of the Rock of Gibraltar called a funnel web spider, but I'm not talking about it today. So, where we're positioned at the moment, guys. A lot of you are in the actual cave itself. Feel free to take photographs, by the way, inside the cave. Now these are called the twin goat caves, because there's two, a bit like me. And as the Rock of Gibraltar was formed, it went through 5 different cycles to the height it is today, at 1,400 feet. As the Rock of Gibraltar was created, it created sea caves. We're standing in a sea cave at the moment. We're about 180 metres from sea level. So how can it be a sea cave? Think about it. Evolution of the rock, 5 stages. This would have been at sea level many millions of years ago. As the Rock of Gibraltar was created, it rocked. Quite good, it's the Rock of Gibraltar, isn't it? And we know this, guys, because we've found sand samples that were ever been on the east side have also been found on the west side, as the Rock of Gibraltar was created. Now the first real residents of Gibraltar, excuse my pronunciation, I get in trouble every time I say this, it's coming from Norfolk, guys. Anyone else from Norfolk today? Anyone from Suffolk? Anyone from Cambridgeshire? Anyone from London? Yeah. Moving on. The reason I say that is that Neanderthal man were the first residents of Gibraltar going back thousands upon thousands of years ago. Now we know this because Gibraltar itself, guys, is approximately 3 miles in length, approximately a mile in width, and approximately 2.7 square miles in area. We're small, aren't we? But in Gibraltar, we are very, very proud that we have a UNESCO World Heritage Status site in Gibraltar, and they are the Vanguard and Gorham Caves. The reason they're so important, it really should have been, guys, never mind about all this Nathaniel business, it should have been Gibraltar women, because we found a skull of a female in 1848, but we didn't realise the importance of it until it was too late. So guys, it would make my job a lot easier if I could just say to you, it's Gibraltar women from Gibraltar, correct? Apart from the Nathaniel man from the Nathaniel Valley. Say that when you've had a couple to drink, guys. So it should have been Gibraltar women. Now we are changing the timeline of history in Gibraltar. We have many archaeologists that are coming from around the world to visit Vanguard and Gorham Caves. If you like geology,
so we've just stopped and had a little history lesson inside this old sea cave here, and not only am I melting because the sun's burning through, but I can also see a little bit down there now, so I can't see the screen, but hopefully you can see something.
your timeline up until the end of the 18th century, we talked about the importance of trade going to the 19th, early 20th century, and the wealth that Gibraltar had driven as revenue. When we get to the 20th century, we all know, hopefully, our history with regards to the First World War. The Second World War really was a very different kettle of fish when it comes to Gibraltar and where Gibraltar is situated, certainly for the Germans. So where we're positioned at the moment, you may have seen, if you're further back, there are evidence of what also would have been bunkers, or also, most importantly, artillery placements for guns. So today, guys, we're in one of those. Now, get your bearings of where we are. If I point that direction, we're now heading east, but we've got the Mediterranean Sea. If you think about the Second World War, guys, think about the German ships, the submarines, they're coming down from France, through the Mediterranean Sea, or they're coming across from Africa. One of the places would have been Libya, which was under the control of the Nazis during the Second World War. So certainly two aspects of being able to come into the Straits of Gibraltar to try and gain control of Gibraltar. Now, at the start of the Second World War started on the 3rd of September 1939 when Neville Chamberlain announced, because of what happened in Poland, we were at war. Now, guys, think about this for a moment. The population of Gibraltar at the start of the Second World War was about 21,000. What happened to us during the Second World War?
Evacuated?
We were evacuated. Interestingly enough, did we have a choice? No. Do you know why we didn't have a choice? Because we were classed as useless maths. We were classed as a liability by the military. If I'd have been alive at that stage and I'd have said, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to London. Why would I want to go to London during the Blitz? I could have ended up in prison. Only 5,000 of the population stayed in Gibraltar, and they were utilised by, what's that ice cream van again? Utilised by the military. So if you were lucky with those 5,000, you got to stay on this rock. Now, if you were a very fortunate Gibraltarian, you ended up going to Madeira or Jamaica. But where did the majority of us end up, guys? May 1940. Where's the worst place you can be in the UK? Where did they drop us? Into London. So the coaches were leaving London, we were being dropped into London. Now we never forget that in Gibraltar. So the evacuation process lasted nearly 11 years from start to finish. The military guys really didn't want us to come back. They wanted to keep us as military. No, we don't listen to anybody in Gibraltar. We are made of strong stuff, whether an adopted Gibraltarian as I am, or the Gibraltarians of Gibraltar, we are made of strong stuff. We said we are coming back, but it took that process of time all the way through until 1951 before we all came back to Gibraltar. Most of us, not all of us, but most of us ended up with the same property that was left behind in 1940.
Okay friends, I'm just letting everybody leave this area. I'm just going to stand here very quickly to say, oh my goodness, I am sweating and melting. There's not much of a view, but it's a great tour. And oh my goodness, I am not fit at all. This might be part of my fitness journey, but I need more because the steps, they're a killer. Alrighty, let's get on with it. See you on the flip side.
We have the Navy at Midtown, Gibraltar, and you have the Army positioned towards the south side of Gibraltar. So very, very different compared to what was in the 1990s. The horseshoe, yeah, on the left, yeah.
I didn't die. But almost. Okay. If you knew what I just climbed, you would appreciate the out of breathness. But I think I'm almost there. Okay friends, taking a well-deserved sweaty perch as I show you. Made it! So, okay friends, so that's where we've walked up. I know you can't see it much there, but I promise it was a hike and a half. And we're going down the other side. Hopefully on a cable car via a shop, as I am sweaty and dehydrated. With just one can of water, not enough. See you guys on the sweaty side.
1901, 19.2 gun. Last time it was fired in 1976. From this point, we're going to start to head over the road. We're going to do a slight deviation to Douglas Path. Who's ready for a bit more of a hill?
Say what now?
Gotta do it. Douglas Path leads to the Skywalk.
Woo!
None of you, because none of you like Star Wars. And then from Skywalk, we're going to head to the cable car. From the cable car, give you the opportunity, restrooms, you can have a drink or whatever. From that point, we'll be hitting the cable car back down.
Okay, he lied. We're still going. More up, more along, more up.
Turning around and going back down again.
And we've still got a way to go. Okay, as my heavy breathing will attest, I'm looking forward to down steps before we go across to the cable car. You can just see ascending. I'm looking forward to that sit down. It still keeps going. Okay, I don't think we're going anywhere. I will move out of your way, mate, don't you worry.
Albo czekaj, to powinien w drugą stronę ruch. Piotrek, tu w drugą stronę ruch, nie po...
Still there's more walking. Oh yeah. favourite bit of the trip. Fluids. £3, I guess. Wait, how many have I got? Did he say? He stopped. So
No, I think 22
in total.
Split it in, so
Let's get in and then. Alrighty, we're still alive. Oh no, you're okay, we're video. Come in if you want.
thank you. Oh, video, hey, we survived!
Hello friends, I am sitting down. It is just coming up to 1:30 and as they made me walk to the far gangway, because crew always have to use the furthest gangway, I thought, you know what, I'm going to head straight to the office first. So yes, I'm still in my sweaty wear and it's a little bit noisy in here, which I'm hoping is going to have aircon coming through because it doesn't feel like there's any. My ears have popped and they won't kind of unpop, and I have a can of water to go with the 3 cans I bought on the top of the rock at £3 each. I'm a little bit delirious, I'm not gonna lie. We didn't get a certificate, which it said we did, but I had a fabulous time, way more than I expected. Didn't really get the footage. I hope there's something by now in this vlog to show that we did it, but the experience was, yeah, not to be repeated. Worth it, but I am so unfit. But I'm back and I did it, so yay! See you guys on the flip side. Okay, so it's actually hurting just to hold my phone up. I feel my muscle shaking. That's really bad. I'm so unfit. I'm enjoying the chair though. I forgot to mention, it's really weird because my ears won't pop, but yeah, I'm very lucky to say that this is the 3rd kind of climb that I've done, so 3rd tour this year. So earlier in the year, if you've been around, there is a vlog for it that I did the Sydney bridge climb, and then Table Mountain, and now Rock of Gibraltar. So I'm going to quickly check these emails. Oh, give my arm a rest. I'll probably just sit in the bottom of the shower. Perhaps with some water to drink as well, but we did it. See you guys on the flip side.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.